songs like a hi-hat tick. Mop water moon on the lobby brick. Clocked in, breathe out, night shift tape. Blueprint thoughts on the fire escape. Elevated size in a minor key. Footsteps drumming 4-4 beneath me. City exhale, steam from the grate. I draft my fate while the building waits. Dropped out the drafts when the rent raised stakes. Tracing floor plans on a pizza box flake. Scholar of the scaffold, syllabus and rain. Syllables and cadence like rivets in a train. Bar says shine floors, I polish up a scheme. Angles in my margins, rafters in a dream. Measuring the echo of a stairwell clap. Turn it to a metronome, lay the snare on that. Fire door rattles, that's a side chain pump. Pipe hiss music, that's the bassline thump. Janitor blues with a blueprint pen. Marking out the chorus where the skyline bends. Counting every tile like I'm counting every breath. Drafting my survival city inches from the edge. Compass on the rooftop, north is in my chest. Grid lines in my notebooks, mapping out the steps. I drew blueprints on the fire escape. City lungs push steam through the grate. Brick by brick, break by break, I laid my life where the steel beams shake. Paper cuts, callous faith, stitch my path like a seam I trace. From dusk to dawn, these plans I make. Blueprints bloom on the fire escape. Storage locker, studio keys in the dark. Cardboard traps for the fluttering spark. Vent fan whooshes give a ghostly pad. Train click hats on a radiator slat. Neighbor on third knocks, a rhythm on the pipe. I loop the conversation, let the syllables ignite. Cable through the broom closet, signal clean. Mic in a bucket, still catching my dreams. Manager tried to cut my hours to bone, so I stretch time like a mezzanine zone. Test the mix in the lobby when the marble's bare. Let it bounce off columns, hear the trouble in the air. Save tip money for a second-hand pre. Plug it in cautious like a tenant with a key. The night showed teeth, but I smile right back. Never swung a blade, just a bar that snaps. I'm pouring foundations under flickering bulbs. Patience is a scaffold that never dissolves. Every lost semester became resilient still. I draft what I can't afford, then I make it real. I drew blueprints on the fire escape. City lungs push steam through the grate. Brick by brick, break by break, I laid my life where the steel beams shake. Paper cuts, callous faith, stitch my path like a seam I trace. From dusk to dawn, these plans I make. Blueprints bloom on the fire escape. Sun lifts slow over cables and cranes. Light pours gold on my notebook stains. I grip my drums like crosshatch beams. Low-bearing bars hold up the planes. Kids from the block wander near the gate. I teach them counts while the buses wait. Build you a booth with a pallet and sheet. Show you how truth finds rhythm and beat. We won't chase crowns we don't need to wear. We'll raise a room for the voices here. Soundproof the doubt with blankets of grit. Blueprint the hope, then measure and fit. If failure's a crack, we seal it with rhyme. If time is a cost, we pay it with time. I'm not a tenant in the life I shape. I'm owner of breath on the fire escape. Key ring settles, dawn hits the glass. Plans unfold where the pigeons pass. I take one step from the iron grate. Carry these maps to the walls, translate. City in my pocket, heart in play. Blueprints bloom on a fire escape.